response to December's ice storm.
The community review team released its 145-page report today. It doesn't call for anyone's head, but it does recommend several changes.
They include a regional operations center to help keep everyone on the same page and eliminate redundancies. Certified training for communications staff and executives, full-scale training exercises for emergency managers, and more collaboration on tree trimming. The State Public Service Commission sent a much harsher trimming message to consumers' energy last week. So how are those recommendations playing with customers who spent the holidays in the dark? News 10's Lauren Fultonberg talked to the people who have to live with the BWL's changes.
The branches may be old, but the memories of a December ice storm are still fresh on Lansing's west side.
We were left hanging. That I do feel.
When Marsha Leak looks at the recommendations from a community review team, she agrees.
The ice storm was predicted, so why wouldn't the communication been at the top of the ladder?
Same thing in the Coach Light neighborhood, where plenty of debris lingers.
I don't know if I want to take somebody's job over it, but I think they need to look at what happened and make better decisions.
The independent team appointed by the mayor found BWL's planning was disjointed. Its communication and lack of record-keeping mind-boggling, but spares General Manager J. Peter Lark from any reprimand. Would you like to see a recommendation for Peter Lark to step down?
100%. Yes.
Derek Polischuk lives in East Lansing's Glencairn neighborhood, which held a rally a week into the outages to demand action.
Actions speak louder than words.
He's not much more satisfied now.
I think it sheds a light on how truly incompetent the leadership of BWL was during the ice storm.
But he still feels Lark has got to go.
We all have jobs to do, and if I were to be that incompetent in my job, I wouldn't be working tomorrow.
Well, Lark maintains his utility did its best in a massive storm. Lauren Fultonberg, News 10.
Lark also told us the Board of Water and Light has been transformed by the ice storm debacle.
He used the handful of outages the BWL's dealt with this year as an example of how it's improved. He says a new interactive map gives customers a better idea of how widespread the outages are and how long they'll have to wait for the power to come back on. He also thinks the new and improved outage management system won't collapse if thousands of people are calling to report their power being out at the same time.
Customers demand communications and correct communications. I don't want to say that I didn't know that, but with the absence of our outage management system, it made it very difficult to get information out to customers. That system has now been stress tested and stress tested and stress tested.
Lark blamed the system's failure in December for the lack of record-keeping mentioned in the report. The head of the review team thinks the BWL should have known about those problems long before the ice storm happened.
They have done an excellent job of providing power historically. They have done a very poor job of planning for the future in this area in terms of what types of event can occur. And that is absolutely key.
We asked McDaniel why the report doesn't call for any management changes. He said the review team's job was to recommend specific changes for the mayor and the BWL, not to deal with personnel.